Shall we begin?
Welcome to the Happy MonsterCast. I'm your host, Scott Marchand Davis of Happy Monster Press.
Let's begin now.
This week on the Happy MonsterCast, the misfits need to break a curse and raise some demons. This podcast contains adult language and adult situations. Previously on the Happy MonsterCast, a band of misfits has joined in an effort to break the power of the big boys over the Holler, including preacher Piety Jackson, gouger Karl, son of Karl, mountain magician Buck Grayson, bootleg distiller Booker Noe, and itinerant crooner Old Blue. The misfits have been cursed by an evil witch on their return journey to Ashdown after learning the power to summon demons. How can they break the spell? Recapping. You are leaving the Feyfall, having learned the power to summon and communicate with demons from the Fey Queen. And unfortunately, on your way out of the Feyfall, it appears that you've been cursed. An older gentleman named Tick Hansen says that the witches of Shuckstack Valley probably cursed you. There's a good witch and an evil witch. And most likely your best bet is to see the good witch for the cure or possibly to kill the evil one, but the old man doesn't advise trying that. And he's giving you directions to both of their huts.
And we have no idea why any witch would want to curse us, right?
Well...
Or maybe we do. Like maybe we can fix it.
Maybe you do. He thinks that it was probably the evil witch, and that she is basically doing this to defend her valley as part of a power struggle with her good sister.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were sisters. Seems like a terrible idea to get somebody good to kill somebody bad, especially when they're sisters.
So you want to head for the good witch's house?
I think that makes the most sense, yeah.
Yeah, just see if we can get it lifted.
So when you head back into the valley, now that you know what to look for, it's pretty clear which side is which. The north side of the valley just seems like a perfect pastoral scene. And the south side just seems a little too vibrant, a little too florid, and a little off here and there. Like you see vines hanging off of a tree, and the vines are writhing like tentacles. There's mosses that are electric blue and neon orange. It's an unnatural looking area. But you can head out to the home of Vitus Horn, the good sister. And after walking for an hour or so up onto the slopes on the north side of the valley, you see a cozy looking little cottage with a thin wisp of smoke pouring out the chimney. The curse, by the way, is that you've been having horrible nightmares when you sleep.
Right.
So the cottage door is closed, but there does seem to be activity within. What would you like to do?
Why don't we knock on the door?
All right.
Yeah.
When you do, a round, somewhat jolly-looking elderly woman answers the door. Strangers to come into the valley. What can I do you for, strangers?
Well, hello there, ma'am. We're come from the Fey Hall, and we've been having these terrible, terrible nightmares. Somebody,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord. Oh, good Lord and Lady of Nature.
Somebody suggested you might be able to help us.
Well, why don't you come on in? I've got biscuits and gravy on the stove and give y'all a nice meal. Come on in. Come on in.
Thank
We'll
you
get
very
you
much.
sorted out. Nightmares. There's those nightmares coming from my sister Varsha. She's Varsha Horn, yeah. She's a prime one for yanking horrors out of your gourd. Once them horrors are yanked out and they take root, they can be a tough harvest. But I can help you, no doubt. You see, I'm like a druid. You know them.
Like a druid?
Yeah, them nature priests from the old world. I work round the clock to keep this side of the valley in perfect balance. Nature is its most natural. Not all tarted up with shimmies from those blasted little fae, or certainly not made full of poison like my sister's side. I'm trying my best to gain some territory and push my sister's business back out to her side through some wards and some holistic gardening. But fact of the matter is, we're pretty evenly matched. Tell you what, though, I know Varsha's curses, and I know the cure. Won't be easy, though. You'll need to complete 3 tasks to vanquish your nightmares.
Alrighty.
First, you have to go into the south side of the valley to the lair of the sleeping bear. Once you get there, you need to wake up the sleeping bear, then make a run for it. Second, you go further east in the valley from the sleeping bear, and you need to track the laughing deer. You have to get it to laugh for you, and the only way to do that is to hunt and kill it with a bow.
All right, that'll make it laugh.
Yep, sure will. Strange critter. And then
Okay.
you need to go outside my cottage. You can do this right now if you like. And get my bird to sing back to y'all.
Huh.
Okay, so what's the check to see whether or not she's yanking our chain?
That would be a notice roll.
Let's yeah. I'm kind of these are pretty weird. All right. I'll give it a notice also.
Karl, you're deeply suspicious. As is Piety. Oh, Blue, you think this is a very pretty lady, and she's likely telling you the truth. Piety, the same.
I think she's on the level.
Booker, you are 100% sure she's being straight with you.
All right. Well,
I buy it.
well, why don't we go do around the back of her cabin and do the third one first? Does what make her dog talk to us? Is that what she said?
No, you need to get her bird to sing at you. To each one of you.
Bird sing.
To each one of us.
Yes.
Well, sure, this will be fun.
All right, sure.
So if we can't figure out how to make the bird sing quickly, I'm going to mind read it.
Mind read the bird?
Yeah.
Mind read the.
How do you get a bird to how do you get the bird to sing to me?
If the bird is not intelligent, you might not
get anything.
Get anything. You could, however, attempt to mind read. You could attempt to mind read Vitus and see if
that's true. I don't know. Seems like a rude thing to do to a witch who's trying to help, that we just asked to help us.
Okay. So you head outside, and in the branches of a dogwood tree, a white dogwood that's just going into flower, there is a yellow-billed cuckoo. And it sits there and kind of gives you the eye.
Who's going to start?
All right. Well, actually, I'm going to do a folklore. Do I know anything about yellow-billed cuckoos?
Not with that roll, you don't.
Not with that roll. No.
I'd also allow for a survival roll or a common knowledge roll for that. Buck's going to try survival because that's his kind of his thing. Buck says, and Booker is also, okay, Booker and you and Buck both know, as does Karl, that cuckoos are well-known mimics.
Sing to it, and it'll sing to you.
Oh, who'd like to give that a try?
I have performance, so I'll give it a try.
All right, give me a performance roll.
All right, there's the performance.
What are you going to sing about?
I am going to sing why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
The bird just looks at you. Vitus pokes her head out of the cottage. That was some real nice crooning there, preacher man, but you need to sing about the troubles in your head. Each one of you now. She'll like that.
Okay. Does it have to be specifically about the nightmare we had last time? Because I can't remember what I said.
Don't need to remember the nightmare. Just sing it. You can sing about it. Yours was about all the bad people going to heaven.
That's the nightmare.
Right. That's
Buck's gonna give it a try singing about the Myconids.
Tiny boat to heaven, and the people all said, "Sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down. You're rocking the boat."
Buck's gonna Benny that.
He's gonna need to. Ooh, yeah, much better.
There we go. Yeah. So Buck sings a song about the mushroom people and feels a little bit lighter in his mind. That leaves Karl, Old Blue, and Booker. These can be either performance or persuasion rolls.
I'm gonna sing about getting chased and terrible goings on.
We have that you feel a bit lighter. The bird sings, and as each of you finishes your song, the bird is singing it back to you.
I'm going to go ahead and sing a song about all my past loves and how many illegitimate children I might have.
Oh, gosh.
I think I'll bet you that.
Okay, the bird seems dubious at first, but eventually it sings back to you. And,
Okay.
and Karl.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
Perfect.
Oh so pretty and witty and gay.
You know what? I'm giving you a Benny for that because that is the perfect song for your nightmare. So you probably want to use that to go ahead and re-roll that terrible persuasion roll.
I'm going to re-roll that. Yes. I feel pretty.
Eek.
Not quite. Need a 4.
One more time.
There we go. All right. So your next mission is the sleeping bear. That requires
I
you to
don't run very fast.
That requires you to venture into Varsha's territory. And it's pretty creepy there. And as you go along, you hit a patch of marshy ground.
Uh-oh.
And as you're going along, suddenly small vents open up and steam blasts up at you. I will need agility rolls from everyone to dodge the steam. Wow, Buck's terrible at agility.
Oh, why did I? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit stealth.
I use my athletics roll or
agility.
All right, it has to be agility.
Oh, just straight agility?
Straight agility, yes.
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Okay. Karl and Booker are both potentially going to get burned here.
Oh.
Need 4s again to avoid the steam.
Benny,
or take the hit?
I mean, I'm elderly.
Do I have any wounds from before?
You are currently unwounded. So is Booker has 1 wound.
I'll take the hit.
Try it.
Hey, there you go. Booker dodges. Karl takes a blast of steam. Ow. So that is going to shake and wound you unless you soak it, which would be a Benny and a vigor roll.
Gosh darn it. Is there a... Okay, so just...
You can hit the Mr. Yuck face. Yeah.
Red one or yellow one?
Red one. The classic Mr. Yuck. No, you're good. So once you're at the other side of the valley, Buck starts tracking this bear. And he finds a cave entrance up at the back of the valley. And from the inside of the cave, you hear loud snoring.
All right, so I got to go punch a bear now?
That's one option.
So the goal is just to wake the bear and run?
That's correct.
So
we're not going to be able to outrun a bear in short.
We don't have to attack the bear, just wake it up.
Correct.
You're saying words. They mean nothing to me.
Oh. If you need to go in there, I'll be standing out here.
Is punch a bear on your...
this is like a bucket list item.
That's a skill?
Punch a bear.
Quick, somebody give me a hat.
What? No.
Well, the last time I failed to punch the bear in a hat.
Ah, that's true.
Okay.
Buck lends you his hat.
Oh, boy.
All right, y'all. You're slower than I am. Back off so you can run.
Okay, so the rest of you are outside the cave. Karl's going to go in and try to wake up this bear.
Can I get into stealth?
You can. Whether or not you won't know if you're successful until the bear decides it sees you, though.
Okay. I would like to hide stealthily.
Go ahead and hide.
That looks like a bear eating an invisible man.
I'll go ahead and reroll that again.
Oh, much better. You happy with an 8?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Karl.
So I walk on up to the entrance of the cave, and I lean in with my hat in my hand, and I say, "Hey, bear! I've been told I gotta wake you up. I'm fixing to put this hat on you and punch you in the face. You got any objections?"
The snoring continues.
Oh.
I'm gonna take that as a no. And I walk into the cave.
Wait, can I blast it?
Absolutely, you could blast it.
How close do I have to be to this bear to blast it?
You can't really see where it is, so that's a little bit difficult to tell unless Karl goes in and locates the bear.
What do you think, Karl? You want to do that and come back out a little bit and let me know, and I'll blast the bear and see if we can't wake it up and run away?
Pretty sure Karl wants to punch a bear in a hat.
So
Okay,
he's,
so
he's
two
going to
different
do
things
this
are going
regardless.
on here, my friend. Number one, I really want to punch a bear
Okay, fine.
wearing a hat.
I-
And number
I'm gonna,
two, I'm doing this because you're slow.
Okay, I'm gonna prepare to
If
hit
you
the
come
bear
up
with
with
slaw.
me,
Good idea. Okay.
Yeah. So you punch the bear, and as soon as it wakes up, I'll hit it with slaw. How
Okay.
about that?
Karl,
yes.
give me a bear punching roll. You go up, the bear is sound asleep. You put the hat on the bear, it's still sound asleep.
All right, I got to take a step back and just bask at the bear in a hat.
You admire the bear in the hat for a moment.
Okay, I'm done now. This is everything I hoped for.
Oh boy.
And since you have the drop on the bear, you easily hit it twice with a you just come up and 1-2 punch it with raises.
I hit it with slaw.
Which is quite effective. So the bear comes up roaring, and then I would like everyone except for Old Blue to make athletics rolls to run for it.
Okay.
Would it have been worth rolling damage on that?
Make that Old Blue also, because as it comes roaring out of the cave, it looks directly at you.
All right.
Damage would not have been effective on the sleeping bear.
I didn't think so.
Sorry, what do you need me to roll?
You're gonna have to roll athletics now because it looked right at you when it came out of the cave. Thanks to its 11 notice roll.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, considering that it is slowed down, so far everyone stayed out ahead of it. I do need an athletics roll from Karl there. Yeah. So the bear lumbers after you, but is significantly slowed by the slow down liquor that was splashed all over it.
Very nice.
Just slapped it and threw a drink in its face.
Yep. And so it's eventually quits and goes lumbering back to its lair.
Wow.
We didn't get eaten. That's good.
Hey, Scott, when I do a reroll, when I do a Benny, it doesn't show me the result on my side.
Interesting. Where is your if you click on the number, it'll expand out and show you all the rolls.
Okay, I'll see if that works.
Yeah, try that next time. So Buck starts tracking again. He's looking for this deer, and he's very successful at it.
Are we feeling any better, by the way?
You are.
Phew.
You are feeling better.
Okay.
And so as you're going along, one of the tentacle trees tries to grab Piety. I will need a strength or athletics roll to either break free or avoid the vines.
Okay, they're both D6. I'll do athletics.
Yeah, you see Marva dodging, then breaking loose. And you are able to dodge.
Yeah. Hey, what is this now? I alert everybody to this strange tree.
Okay. So you approach and you see the deer in a clearing up ahead. Buck does have a bow. Or
Wait, what do we
actually,
have to
no,
do
Buck
to the
doesn't have a bow.
deer again?
Buck borrowed a bow from the. You have to shoot it with a bow,
Okay.
which is a shooting roll at -4.
Then they'll laugh at us.
Then apparently, once it's dead, it will laugh at you. Yes. So looking at the team here, looks like there are several of you who have shooting D6. So who would like to take the first shot at this deer?
Am I carrying a bow right now? Or I guess I'll just borrow it from wherever.
Vitus loaned you a bow.
She just really does not like this deer.
Well, I'll take the first crack at it.
Okay, with the -4, that definitely won't hit, unless you'd like to throw a Benny at it.
Hey, Scott, if I throw Warrior's Gift on Piety, would that help?
Actually, it would if you give him Marksman.
Let's do it.
You say, doesn't one of us have like a boost trait?
Buck does, yes. So Buck's gonna do a boost trait on shooting for Piety.
Okay.
And we'll send him.
And he's gonna Benny that because that's terrible.
Much better, much better.
Okay, so that should be a distilling roll for Warrior's Gift, not an unskilled roll.
Oh.
So just roll distilling for me.
Do you want me to re-roll my shooting, Scott?
In a second.
Or do you want to let it stand? Okay.
That will do. Okay, so let me do the little thing here. Rather than rolling shooting, please roll faith, because I just need something that has a D8, because you've been boosted.
Okay.
You need a 6. Oh, so close. Would you care to Benny it?
I will Benny that.
Got him.
Nice.
That's it.
You draw the bow back, and with the power of the moonshine you've just drunk and the weird little fetish that Buck hung around your neck, you fire the arrow across the clearing and it sinks into the neck of the deer. The deer gracefully lays down on the ground and then rolls over on its side.
Wow. I offer up.
Why don't we get a little closer
for
so that they can, yeah.
a clean kill?
And as you move a little closer, the deer stands back up. The arrow is gone. It looks at you, chuckles, and runs off into the woods. And you feel lighter. The world around you seems brighter, and it seems that you have laid the curse. And so you head back towards Ashdown to connect up with LMA. And when you arrive and tell her the story of what you've learned, well, that's mighty interesting. Seems like if y'all can summon and command demons, well, that might be the final edge we need to throw the big boys out once and for all. I think it's time to have an ingathering. We're going to muster everyone willing to fight just south of Blasted Beauty. Now, Blasted Beauty you're aware of. This is the big boys' first venture at mountaintop removal mining. They have literally blown the entire top off of this mountain to create a flat plateau. And supposedly they're mining verdinite from the inside of the mountain. So you head out there and people start trickling in. The boys from County Hell that you managed to rescue from the Fayfall arrive. The Witches of Weird show up in force.
Wow.
Now it's a party.
The miners, the Mighty Fists from Marrow, some of whom you rescued from the mines, arrive with tools in hand. Amos Mulholland shows up with a whole case of his famous cherry bounce.
Ooh.
Stormy
Oh,
Pickens.
the cherry bounce.
Stormy Pickens drives a wagon in, stuffed full with dynamite and even some verdonite. All the folk from the Church of the Anointed that you saved on the Piney Dirge Plateau come in bearing whatever tools they have. Greenie Yates and all the rogues from Up in the Roost arrive. Weapons arrive, smuggled from the city, from good old Jameson Lowell and his new wife, Charlene. Vitus Horn sends a collection of folk magic trophies and talismans to help out the troops. People come from all over the Holler, called in to face the big boys once and for all, touched by the work that you've done to build the coalition that might finally free the Holler. And now you have a difficult decision to make. You need to decide if you're going to try to summon demons.
So what's the downside to summoning demons?
Well, if it fails, you might get hostile demons.
Yeah. Great.
There's also some concern that because all these folk are headed your way, that the big boys might be aware, in which case, if they happen to show up, then it's going to be a lot harder. They're likely going to want to disrupt this ritual and mess you up.
So do it quickly on our own, or potentially wait and get messed up by the big boys.
Yep. So it is a dramatic task, specifically a difficult task, using occult at -2. It is possible to do support roles to help out whoever is performing the ritual. So more than one of you can do the ritual and roll occult. Other people can support the occult rolls, or if needed, defend the ritualists from any attack.
Well, I have a D6 for occult. So you said that the occult rolls would be at -2?
Yes.
Okay. So with some support for that to offset the -2, that would be okay. Does anybody have higher than a D6 for an occult?
Let me check Buck. Buck has a D4, so he could potentially help.
I have a D6 too. Can I help?
Absolutely. So it probably makes sense for the two of you to conduct the ritual, and everybody else to support.
Support and defend. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense.
So this is a difficult, dramatic task. You have 4 rounds to complete the ritual. Don't roll yet, because this is going to be in initiative order.
Mhm.
You need to get 6 successes in 4 rounds.
Okay.
That's between you, though. So if you're both doing it, then that's going to be if you're both doing it, it complicates the ritual a little bit. So you would need 8 successes between you in 4 rounds.
Okay.
So you need to have one of you do it with someone else supporting and get 6 in 4 rounds, or 2 of you doing it and get 8.
I think with the 2 of us has a greater likelihood of getting 8 successes.
Makes sense to me.
Okay.
All right.
That all sounds like math, but I agree.
So just as you sit down and start to conduct this ritual, you find a quiet grove a little bit away from the main body of the folks. There's a crashing, and a stone wraith busts through the forest, riding a giant terrapin.
Mm.
And I would like you all to make folklore rolls or common knowledge rolls at -2 to see if you recognize this here wraith.
Oh, that was supposed to be at -2, right?
Yes.
I might know.
Yeah, Booker,
I'm
you
not sure.
absolutely know who this is.
Hey guys, this is
So does Old Blue. This is the notorious Spitfinger.
and this is the notorious Spitfinger.
It's that notorious shit finger. I mean, spit finger.
Shit.
So Spitfinger here as I said, is a stone wraith. "12 feet tall, heavily armored, can become invisible, is terrifying." So we're going to need fear rolls from everybody right out of the gate at -4, no less. And is well known for skewering her victims with her sharp claw, plucking the liver from their body and eating it. And also, according to legend, Booker, you've heard that the only way to kill her permanently is to destroy the clawed right hand.
Right hand. Do I think that means a person or her literal
No, her physical right hand.
Okay.
Her literal physical right hand. So I need
Okay.
fear checks at -4 from everyone. I am, however, going to reset all your bennies because you're going to need them.
I'm not in a good
All right.
place.
So much so.
So fear is a spirit roll, right? And this is at -4.
You are correct. Yes. Spirit at -4.
Well, okay. Come on. It's not so great. Not so great.
Sure.
-4 is a hard row to hoe.
It is, yes. So far, nobody has passed. Does anyone want to try to Benny? Ron's going to Benny. Okay. Old Blue's trying again.
I will try to Benny also.
I
There it
don't
is.
see a Benny option on my card.
Still no good. Should be there. There's a little happy monster button.
Yeah, I can see them on other characters, but not on mine.
Oh, that's weird. Well, I can roll yours if you want to Benny
Okay,
it.
please.
Yeah, when I hit reroll with Benny, it just says that I spent a Benny. It doesn't show me what I rolled.
It updates the roll you did. Booker
that's better.
amazingly is okay, and Piety is okay.
Wow.
Buck's just going to take it rather than burn more bennies.
Karl is going to happily wet himself.
And Old Blue,
I don't know
think I'm
about the
good, right?
company I'm keeping.
yes.
All
right. So let's brace for fear checks.
I don't think I've passed a fear check this entire game.
Fear modifier 4. See if Karl has a hard. Okay, Karl, not too bad. You're vulnerable.
Oh, Lord.
That's why I said brace for fear check. That particular sound effect is a little obnoxious.
I
Now
forgot
I'm
what it
afraid
meant.
in the real world.
It was quite the sound effect.
Okay, it's not too bad. Karl and Buck are both vulnerable.
Mm.
And that will put us into the combat and dramatic task. And good news, Buck drew a joker.
Nice.
So Buck is going to boost trait on Booker for occult to see if we can get this ritual done a little faster.
Okay.
All right. So let me do the little magic thing here. Boost trait occult with a raise. Congratulations. You now have a D10 occult.
Nice.
Ooh.
And then Buck is going to run over here because melee is not his jam. Well, don't roll it yet. Not your turn. Spitfinger is coming for Karl. Yeah, see how fast your turtle.
Karl is fulfilling his function.
Yeah, it's not quite as much fun as punching a bear, but here you go.
Where's the turtle? Is it behind the terrapin?
So the terrapin is a lot slower. So Spitfinger is going to jump off the terrapin and move in towards you, but she's going to have to run, I think. No, she can just make it. So she jumps off the terrapin, comes in at you. The terrapin slowly moves towards you. And then did you ever pick up first strike? No, you did not.
No, I picked up the Three Stooges.
Yes.
Mm.
And so she is going to try to stab you through the liver with her finger.
Wow.
She has a D12. I'm screwed.
But it's her finger. Oh, boy.
She hits with a raise. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're pretty screwed. I wouldn't bother trying to soak that. I'd let somebody patch you up instead.
I'm just going to lie down here for a little bit.
You didn't need that liver anyway. So I'm going to give you the incapacitation roll here, which this is something you're probably going to want to Benny. All right, incapacitated, permanent injury, and bleeding out. Would you like to Benny the incapacitation roll and see if you can do better? Yes, you would. That is better. Incapacitated with temporary injury is definitely better and not bleeding out.
I'll take it.
And that is going to...
I got broken guts.
You got broken guts, but you're not bleeding out. This lady is bad news. Booker, if you care to attempt the ritual. You can also run away from the scary golem lady. That is also an option.
Gotta try.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. You still have the -4 on. That is two of your 8. That is 2 of your 8 successes.
Nice.
Would you like to move?
Sweet. Well
done. Let's get away. The map has gotten so big, I don't know which way is safe.
Up is good.
Okay. How many squares?
You can get way up there. Oh, blue.
Is Spitfinger on the map?
So this is what
we
only need
Oh, I'm sorry. I haven't activated the map for you. That's my bad.
I was like, you're hanging out
Yeah,
somewhere pretty by
I
the
kept on
water.
operating on the old map, and I
Yeah.
didn't see.
So,
That's better. Much scarier.
how many people have done the?
So far, only Booker. Piety would be next.
I guess
I'm
should I
last in order.
be the one to do the ceremony as well?
You can if you want. It's an occult roll, though, and you don't have a cult, so that's probably not going to work real well.
No, not at all. I think I'll shoot it and move.
Yeah.
Okay. Shooting first. You're going to do peasant pump it.
Yeah.
Don't forget the targeter.
Yeah. What did you just click on it, right?
Yeah.
Hover and T.
Is it supposed to highlight?
I know. Just cover over it and hit T. You'll get little corners on it.
That was it. T. Okay.
What's going on with your parody?
So just hit peasant pumper, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Row. Ooh.
That'll hit with a raise. So give me raise damage on her.
So number of trait dice, I just hit 1.
It should be, when you hit raise damage, it should be 4.
There you go.
A very respectable 19 damage.
Nice.
Which is going to do 2 wounds, which she is going to try to soak. Only soaked one of them. She's going to burn another Benny and try to soak the other one. This time she pulls it off, but it cost her 2 bennies to do it.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that should be good.
All right. Heidi.
Okay, so here comes the occult. This is at -2, you said?
Yes. Just a thought. You might consider it's dangerous, but you could multi-action penalty in order to patch Karl up.
What's the penalty?
So it'd be -4 on the occult roll. It'd be -4 on the occult roll and -2 on the healing power, but your call.
How bad is Karl? It's just a flesh wound. How bad is Karl?
Well, he's down, so.
All right, I will do the multi-action penalty. Let me do the occult at -4 first, and then I'll do a healing roll on Karl.
Yeah, you have to move over closer to him or use extra power points, though, since it's normally a touch power.
All right, I will move. I'll make the short move. The occult roll. Here comes the occult roll.
Yep. That is good for a success. That's, that's 3 out of 8. Yep.
That's 3. Now here's healing. This will be a -2.
No, you want your healing power.
So
that's a faith roll.
All right, sorry.
Or you can target Karl and use healing.
Yeah, let me do healing.
I believe in you.
All right.
Does the job.
All right.
Nice.
Back in the fight, buddy.
All right, come on. Hey, what happened?
All right, you're back in the fight with 3 wounds.
Oh boy. You should have stayed down.
Just rub some dirt on it. Get back to work.
But if Buck gets a good card, he can run over and help too. Which he does. So Buck is actually going to spend a Benny to try to get a better card. Because no, Karl, you're not out of combat. You get a card. Oh God, you guys are doing terrible on initiative.
Oh my God. We'll go sit down again.
Oh boy.
Okay, Buck is going first. So Buck is going to run back over to Karl and bust out the folk magic. Oh, that is a healing roll. He's going to Benny that. This is his job. Oh my God. Nope,
Oh
one
my
more.
God.
Oh,
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Make that
That's the
one.
way.
Make that one wound, Karl.
much better.
Okay, Piety.
Okay. So Karl has got only one wound. All right, I'm just going to
Correct.
go full. I'm going to go full on occult. Just at the -2 and see if we can dispatch this creature from beyond the grave. Yeah, baby.
Nice.
2 more successes. You're up to 5
Woo.
successes now.
We only need 3 more. Come on, Jung Soo, we can do this.
Okay, Booker. Do you want to move, by the way? You're kind of
Wow.
in the midst of things here.
Just speaking to me.
Yes.
No. Am I staying hidden in the trees?
I will retreat a little bit.
Stay away from the scary finger lady. She hurts.
And
Is that enough? Or
That is enough for a success.
okay.
So that takes you to 6 successes. You need 2 more. And that takes us to Spitfinger. Spitfinger is seeing what's going on here. So she is going to multi-action this. First, she's going to stab Karl, and then she's going to run over and stab Piety. That is good enough to hit Karl
yikes.
for 2
Dang
wounds, which you can soak.
Oh, yay!
So you can go ahead and soak those wounds.
Okay, it's telling me I'm bleeding out.
You're not bleeding out.
Okay,
Just
I'm rolling.
roll the soak
Oh.
button.
Fire in the hole.
That's not working right. Hang on. Okay, that soaks one of the wounds. You got one more, Benny. Do you want to use it or take the one wound and should be shaken?
I'm going to take the one wound because she's going to hit me again before this is over.
All right. So she then runs over to try to stab Piety.
Does Karl get an
No, because he's
attack of opportunity
shaken.
as she runs by?
No, because he's shaken.
Okay.
Mm.
All right.
He's a sneaky devil.
Karl's having a tough night.
Karl
Very
is
much.
having a tough night. So is
Ooh.
Piety's about to be having a tough night too.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Actually, that could be worse. That's only 2 wounds.
oh, hey, you're still standing.
Soak.
Yeah, no kidding.
Soak?
All right. Yeah, I'll soak that. How many wounds do I have?
None now.
Nice.
There it is.
Wow.
Nice.
You spent an extra Benny on that. And the turtle
Okay.
slowly advances. Oh,
I'm
Blue.
a punch a turtle.
Oh, Blue, you're up.
Can I shoot from where I am, or am I going to have to get closer?
You can shoot from where you are with a small possibility of hitting Piety.
All right, I'll just move.
Hey, now.
It's not going to make
closer.
any. Moving closer will not help.
Okay. Shit.
Well,
Because Piety's engaged in melee with this woman now, so
damn.
I know exactly what Buck's going to do next round. This is going to be fun.
Oh no. It's always fun when the GM says this is going to be fun.
She
all
has
right. I think
PowerPoints,
you know what?
though.
I'm gonna shoot her anyway.
All right, fire in the hole.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh.
Whoops! Your peasant pumper's out of ammo.
Ah.
Reload, quick.
Karl,
Okay.
spirit rolled on shake.
I was going to say the spirit things just popped right up for me.
Yep. Nope.
Nope. What the?
Now you
I
can't.
like that liver.
You
It was
can,
my favorite liver.
Can in this case spend a penny to automatically unshake, but it is your last penny.
No guts, no glory.
All right, you are no longer shaken. Do you like to punch?
Banzai!
All right, so it's going to be a +1 for the gang up bonus.
dive in.
Oh boy. Whoa.
All right, there we
One
go.
hit with a raise and one hit.
All right, so we'll do the standard hit first.
I'm sorry, that second one did not hit. So the raise one definitely did, though. So one raise damage.
Okay.
With a +4, I know you don't get the plus because you don't actually punch her in the head. Holy crap, that's a lot of damage. And she is out of bennies.
Did I have to declare head punching?
I am assuming you head punch, but in her case, because she's a construct, it doesn't actually work. Nevertheless, she is out.
Oof.
You laid her out with that.
Yes.
Okay, can I just take this time right now to say congratulations, everybody? We summoned somebody before we even started the ritual.
It's true. Okay, Piety, you're up first with a joker.
Wow.
All right. So.
Oh crap! We're still in combat with the turtle.
Okay. So do I still need to do the occult rolls? Or
Yes, absolutely. The ritual is still going.
Oh,
okay.
That's right.
All right. So yeah. All right. So even though she's down, the ritual is still going. Okay. So here comes my my occult.
Roll good.
Still at -2. Here we go.
But it'll be +2 because you have a joker. That's one more success. Right. You guys need one more.
All right. So hang on a second. So that was I rolled that. That was -2. You said there was a +2 for the joker modifier?
Yeah. So it ends up being a 4.
Okay.
And that's out even.
Okay. So that's one more. We only need one more success.
Okay. The turtle slowly lumbers towards Karl. Buck casts Beast Friend on the turtle.
Nice move.
The turtle is now your friend.
Yay.
Yes. Well, that's one very slow threat eliminated.
He then he goes over and mounts the turtle. Check out my ride.
For the sake of clarity, he got on the turtle.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's just a friend. It's just a friend. It's just
making sure.
Wow.
Buck is weird.
Wow.
Old Blue, you're up.
So now I'm gonna have to wash out my brain. Sorry.
You want to do a support roll for Booker on the whole occult thing?
Sure, yeah.
So you can play a Summonin Demons song.
Sure, let's do that, I guess.
Gonna raise some demons, bring them up from hell.
Wow.
Perfect.
+2 on the next occult roll, so that'll take care of the -2. Karl? Sit down and rest.
Yeah. I stare at whoever has to do the occult roll, throw both thumbs up, and say, "You got this!"
Booker. That will do.
All right.
And so as you complete the ritual, despite many distractions, that will do, and that will exceed. So I would like
Nice.
Piety and Booker, please make one more occult roll apiece.
Okay. Just straight with any modifiers?
With the -2, but yeah.
All right, with a -2.
Oh, I didn't do the -2.
That's okay. All right. So there is a crashing through the woods. And creatures start to appear from all directions.
This is not what I thought we were going to get.
There are batwing cave demons like you fought.
Ugh.
There are pumpkin heads. There are demons who seem to be made of pure fire. And troll-like creatures with stones upon their backs. There are frozen blue witch demons. There are strikingly beautiful but bloody demons. There are hags coming at you. There are
Jeez, everything's coming after us.
There are creatures that appear to be living animated dust devils, and in the lead is an enormous humanoid figure, half human, half bird, formed entirely of blight fog. You've heard of such creatures. They are rarely seen and very dangerous. They are known as storm demons. Now you, because of the gifts of the Fey Queen, can speak with these creatures as they come, and they form into a rough set of ranks behind the storm demon.
Okay, who gets to talk to the demons?
No, there's one more.
So
Container.
I say, greetings to you, creatures in your various forms and powers.
And the storm demon speaks. My given name was Eunice Harris. I hail from a poor brood of relations. Besotted and bellicose drunks them all. I left them only a towhead, only a child, tarried over the hogback hills. Every day pierced at least a little with sun, and many reveled in its full glory, the breeze pure and wild like a bird. I cared for no man, but rather the streams and horses and trees branching into the sky, and especially the wolves. This was before they spoke. I would have liked to call them my friends. I ate the meat of many creatures in their nearness and slept beside them on stones. I preferred it that way, a quietness in my bones. My existence was perhaps an unhinging of the natural order, but the natural order prevailed despite it, prevailed until the strangers came and slaughtered the sun, razed the trees, stripped the mountains, scalded the fields. The dark clouds slumped upon us and enshrouded my hill. I breathed these clouds in and shivered. A bolt from the spoiled sky struck the near ground, flowed into my body. I shuddered like whelping prey. I went to sleep. I did not wake up, except to this. I am what I am, perhaps the oldest of my kind. I want the quietness again, to feel it in my bones. I have killed 100 men, and will kill 100 more to get it, if that is your desire. All behind me will follow me at your command.
It is our desire that we drive the big boys and their evil machines and the noise and their rapacious destruction of the forests and the hills and the mountains and the soils, to drive them away from this land and to return you the peaceful sleep that you desire. As peace comes to the people of this valley, so peace will come to you and your kind as well.
So may it be. So when you return to camp with this demon army at your back, you discover that there was
Hey guys, look what we found.
Oh my God.
You discover there was a cryptid attack while you were away. And that the Anointed in particular, but some of the other folks as well, are quite disturbed at the idea of fighting alongside demons. They're going to need some persuasion. So we're going to need a persuasion roll at -2, or some of these folks may abandon the coalition.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll do that as well.
Okay, Piety, you roll first to assist Old Blue.
Because I got +2, so I'll just do
also
-2.
Yes.
It just cancels out my plus.
So that doesn't do anything.
All right. Can I Betty that?
You can.
All right, I will. That's better.
That gives you,
I just look at him and I go, come on.
I got this.
Come on.
So you are successful in this.
Yeah.
The coalition holds.
Nice.
Coalition scouts inform you that the big boys are mustering their forces at Blasted Beauty. They're gathering equipment and mercenaries. LMA says, they're only going to get stronger the longer we leave them there. I figure our best bet is to move fast and strike hard. They'll know we're coming, but they won't get any stronger. They won't have time to bring in more folks from elsewhere in the Holler or from the city.
That sounds like good advice to me.
Then it's time to fight.
Let's go get them for a final throwdown.
Before you do, however,
Anybody in this coalition able to patch me up?
yes, there are quite a few folk magicians and healers that can patch everybody up to full strength. You're going to go in with a full complement of bennies.
I got Faith Healer.
Yeah, that allows you to prevent them from having any penalties, which a good one to use in upcoming battle. And Buck, riding his mighty terrapin, says, "Here we go. We're the riders of the revival," and that is where we're leaving it for tonight.
The Riders of the Revival. Okay, I'm gonna write that one.
Is that the Clearwater?
Thanks, everybody.
Have a good one.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
See you next
Bye,
week.
folks.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one.
You can follow Happy Monster Press on Facebook as Happy Monster Press, at our website, happymonsterpress.com, Twitter as Happy Monster PRS, or follow the podcast on YouTube, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play Music. Like what you hear? Support us on Ko-fi at ko.fi.com/Happy Monster Press. Happy MonsterCast is part of the Savage Worlds Media Network. This game references the Savage Worlds game system available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, and characters' logos and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All other content is the intellectual property of Happy Monster Press. Music, Ice Cold by Jason Shaw. And Lobo Loco's Spencer from the Free Music Archive.
Oh, for sure.